I know, no music today. We're going straight into the show. So yesterday I got throttled, shadow banned, you named it. I listened to some Shoe on Head and some Adam and Stitch or Stitch and Adam, and 4 views. I got a total of 4 views from that one. Oh yeah, censorship is alive and well, and that's what we're going to talk about first. So let's get into it. What's going on there? Huh? What happened? Did they take down her video? Oh shit. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Holy smokies. Did they take it down? Or is it just not working? What's going on? Why are the videos not playing? Hello. What's going on? Okay. What's going on here? Why aren't you playing? Let me see. Hold on, guys. Let's see what's going on. Why is stuff not working? Okay. Well, that's interesting. Nothing is playing on any of my streams. What's going on? If you're in the chat and you can see me, let me know. I don't know what's going on. Let's try. Okay, that's working. Why isn't this working? Okay. What is going on?
With Donald Trump?
There we go.
No, this.
Oh, it's weird.
What's her name? Sarah McBride.
Okay.
Oh my God, her name's McBride. That's hilarious. Is she related to Danny McBride?
Let's try this video again.
So I think Americans often forget that other countries do not have the same free speech protections that we do, even in first world, highly developed Western countries. And yes, I know, obviously, we are having to fight to protect our free speech right now, but at least we have it enshrined in our Constitution to begin with. But for other people around the world, they are not that lucky, especially in the UK, where they are currently jailing people for wrongthink and for their social media posts.
And we are going to be watching a little bit of the Ruslan, of the jailed for silent prayer thing.
And this should be an example for us as to why free speech is always worth fighting for. Before we dive into the story, though, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the comment section channel if you've not already, and of course, to stay up to date on all of our uploads, make sure to ring that notification bell. All right, so you guys might remember this, but earlier this year, I did an episode on a state-funded UK study that found that reading Lord of the Rings, 1984, and other dangerous books could make UK citizens dangerously right-wing. And just that fact alone should give you a good baseline for what we're dealing with here today, because it has gotten so much worse. Now, amid mass migration into the UK over the past few years, citizens have really gotten agitated. They've started speaking up against illegal immigration and the crime that these people have brought into their countries on a massive scale. And the government is just not having it. So in 2023, they took action to start cracking down. With legislation like the new Online Safety Act that they passed at the end of last year, the UK government now has the power to police, monitor, and censor social media activity that they deem dangerous.
No, don't like that.
One headline reads, the UK's controversial Online Safety Act is now law. The UK government says that its Online Safety Act will protect...
Let's see. Well, I got hit pretty hard yesterday with for showing the 2 videos that I showed. So, all right, if I can't get stable, I'm gonna shut it down and I'll restart it.
people, particularly children, on the internet. Critics say that it's ineffective against dangerous misinformation and may be a threat to privacy. Well, after a year of this legislation being in action, we can wholeheartedly say that it has, in fact, been a threat to privacy and is a new arm of political prosecution. Because they quickly jumped from let's protect citizens and keep kids safe online to let's jail people whose opinions threaten our power. Literally, read this headline. UK to imprison people who view far-right propaganda online for up to 15 years.
What the hell?
So literally, watch out, UK viewers. I don't know if they consider my channel far-right propaganda, but be careful. I don't want any of you guys ending up in prison because you really like the comment section. But I mean, all jokes aside, even though that really isn't a joke, unfortunately, the stories that have come out over the past few months have been chilling. And once again, they should remind us all why we fight so hard to be able to speak freely. Because any framework that once existed to protect speech in the UK has been effectively dismantled by these laws. I mean, just this summer, a 63-year-old Jewish father was arrested in front of his kids for attacking a rabbi in a private Facebook post. In this post, which was just a comment on a friend's post, he said that this rabbi was a creep, a fake rabbi, and he used the slur Cabo, I believe that's how you say it, to describe him in conversations with this friend. And for that, he spent 12 hours behind bars, and his case has now been moved to court to determine whether he
so from what I can tell, I'm good again.
Communications. They are saying that he, a Jewish man, is anti-Semitic because he does not like this particular rabbi and spoke about it publicly. It is literally unreal, but it does not stop there. A British feminist writer was investigated this year by the police because a trans man in the Netherlands reported her tweets as hate crimes. Another woman's tweets about pro-Palestine protests landed her in a year-long police investigation because she was tweeting about protests. And guys, this one is even crazier, if you can imagine. A young woman who live-streamed a protest that was happening outside of her work has now been jailed for 9 months, simply because the men that she filmed who were protesting were making heated and racist comments, and those comments could incite violence, according to the government, and she enabled them by live-streaming the protests. I mean, now that goes into a whole conversation about journalism, that if you are covering a story, if you're posting something online, now you are enabling it just because you want people to see what's happening in the world. I'm going to say this a lot in this episode, I know, I'm warning you in advance, but this is insanity. And we're not finished. 2 men that made heated posts about illegal...
And this is what I was talking about the last few days. You shouldn't need credentials to have an opinion publicly or to be followed publicly. And you shouldn't need the government's permission to be able to speak your mind, even to speak it to the world. So I do think what's going on in the UK is very dangerous. I do think censorship like this is a crime against humanity.
Illegal immigration about the influx of Middle Eastern migrants that have come into the UK have also been arrested because the police claim that their posts could have incited violence, even though they literally